Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau announces recovery of ill-fated Sikorsky helicopter which dished in Bonifinma, Port Harcourt. Police set to address root causes of juvenile crime in Nigeria, and Federal Road Safety Corps speaks up more against dangerous driving as Christmas approaches. Good afternoon and welcome to Panorama from our Abuja studios. My name is Justin Bemunyi. The Nigerian Safety Investigation Bureau, NSIB, in collaboration with other search and rescue partners, have recovered the black box of the Sikorsky helicopter which dished in Atlantic Ocean off the coast of Bonifinma on the 24th of October 2024. The Director General of the NSIB, Alex Badi, says the retreat box is crucial in helping investigators to get to the root cause of the accident for crucial and in-depth analysis. He says as of today, 3 individuals remain unaccounted for while investigation is still ongoing, adding that further updates will be provided as the investigation progresses and significant development emerge. Now, the incumbent Director General, World Trade Organization, WTO, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, has been confirmed the only candidate for the position following the absence of further nominations for the role, which ended on the 8th of this month. Now, this was conveyed to members on the 9th by the chair of the council, Ambassador Peter Olberg of Norway. Director General Okonjo-Iweala confirmed her willingness to serve a second 4-year term in the role in a letter to the chair on 16 September. On 8 October, the WTO formally commenced the process for appointing its next Director General, with members given until 8th November to submit nominations. The chair of the General Council will communicate the next steps in this process in the coming days. The process which was led by the General Council Chair in accordance with the WTO's procedures for the appointment of Directors General WT/L/509. DG Okonjo-Iweala's current term comes to an end on 31st August 2025. Another set of 252 women drawn from across the country have been trained and empowered by the National Information Technology Development Agency in collaboration with the Renewed Hope Initiative. Presenting empowerment items to the beneficiaries, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu describes the feat as another significant leap in the efforts of the current administration to advance gender equity, leveraging technology. SEDA's correspondent Adeni Taiwo reports.
It was a partnership born out of shared vision, which is to empower women and give them more room to play in the digital space. The vision drew its first breath on August 21, 2023, when a set of 35 beneficiaries drawn from the FCT underwent a 5-day ICT training with Renewed Hope Initiative, providing the platform and beneficiaries, while the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, offers logistics and training. Today, on the 2nd-year anniversary of this strategic collaboration, Nigeria's First Lady Oluremi Tinubu is pleased to see the growth of the program, which now has 40 women per geopolitical zone, embarking on the same capacity-building training aimed at transforming their communities.
These women are now set to go out into the world to put these new skills to use and to inspire and guide other young women. And I'm so glad hearing your testimonies today that you all are set to empower others, and that is the message. I look forward to the great things that all of you will accomplish in the months and years ahead. I thank the Director General of NIDA, Malam Kashifu Inua Abdullahi, and his team for this passion and steadfast commitment to bridge Nigeria's digital divide by ensuring our women's full participation in the digital revolution through access to technology that will enable them contribute meaningfully to the economic growth and innovation.
She notes that the ultimate goal of the collaboration is to leverage technology to bridge gender gaps.
To create more diverse and inclusive tech world, we need to inspire and empower the next generation of female role models to pursue and develop their career in technology and become innovators, leaders, and entrepreneurs.
The Director General of NTA, Kachifu Inua, is upbeat about the opportunities that are now at the disposal of beneficiaries in the digital space.
This will help them to expand their businesses. This will help them to have access to education and skills online. They can work from home. They can be part of the gig economy, creating software, doing graphic designing. And if they have their own petty business, they can use the skills to expand their market.
I'm so inspired, and I pledge that
Exuding much confidence with their startup packs in hand, the beneficiaries say they are ready to impact the digital world and their communities. From the conference center of the Presidential Villa, Adeniyi Taiwo, NTA News.
In another development, the National Information Technology Development Agency, NTA, in consistence with the Renewed Hope initiative of the present administration, is collaborating with relevant stakeholders towards equipping 70% of Nigerians with digital literacy skills by 2027 for self-reliance and economic development of the country. Director General NTA Kashifu Inua Abdullahi stated this during the flag off of Digital Literacy for All at Nasarawa State University, Kefi, tagged DL for Nsuk.
President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's Renewed Hope enterprise in all facets of the country's developmental fronts as success requires digital literacy. It is on this premise that the National Information Technology Development Agency, NITDA, through its PET project, National Digital Literacy Framework, which is aimed at developing digital literacy and skills into Nigeria's formal educational system, as well as ensuring inclusive participation.
At NITDA, we designed this Digital Literacy for All initiative. We started with developing the National Digital Literacy Framework with an ambitious target to achieve 95% digital literacy by 2030. And we have a midterm target of achieving 70% digital literacy by 2027.
The future of job will change by the year 2030. And what it means is that it will require digital skills for anyone to be able to operate in a digital economy.
Vice-Chancellor, Nasarawa State University, Kefi Professor Saadatu Hassan Liman expressed optimism that the initiative will have both academic and economic benefits.
We have flagged up the digital literacy program in collaboration with NITDA and Cisco. It is of great benefit to the university. It is part of our vision.
The world is evolving, and if you are not part of what is happening now, then that means you cannot communicate.
These giant strides by the agency through such innovations, if embraced by Nigerians, have the potential to make the citizenry move side by side with the digitally evolving world. From Kefi, Blessing Namfulani, NTA News.
Nasarawa State Government has set up a committee to work out modalities for the implementation of new minimum wage for civil servants in the state. Aliyu Tijani reports that the state deputy governor is to head the committee.
The State Executive Council deliberates on the new minimum wage, 2024 local government law, and clarification on its implementation. On the new minimum wage, Council approves and sets up committee that will work out template for implementation.
So we will discuss again the minimum wage and agree, quickly on what to do. So that way we will be able to also put that behind us and move on.
The State Executive Council has today approved the setting up of a new minimum wage committee to be headed by His Excellency the Deputy Governor.
Attorney General and Commissioner for Justice Labaran Magaji clarifies that Ministry for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs as well as Local Government Service Commission have not been scrapped under the new local government law in the state. Structure for the area administrative councils, formerly known as development areas, in the state have been discussed at the council's meeting.
The development areas has been changed by this new law. It is now Area Administrative Council, and it is expected by the law that the head of that administration, along with 4 others, are supposed to be appointed.
With vacancy created at the Ministry for Agriculture following the resignation of its commissioner, who is now chairman of Away Local Government, Commissioner for Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs is to oversee the ministry. In Lafia, Aliu Tijani, NTA News.
The Nigeria Police Force has inaugurated a steering committee to adequately implement the Juvenile Crime Prevention and Control Project. Francis Form reports that the project aims at addressing the root causes of juvenile crime and provide solutions.
To the glory of God, and I believe you will deliver the mandate given to you.
Having acknowledged the devastating effect of crime and offenses being perpetrated by young people in communities across the country, the Nigeria Police Force has recognized the urgent need for a comprehensive approach towards addressing the root causes of behavioral problems of young people. So the need for partnership with the Center for Peace became imperative.
I implore you all as members of this steering committee to ensure that you take this assignment very seriously so as to deliver positive outcomes that will help to address the ugly trend of juvenile crime in our country.
The steering committee has a mandate to monitor the implementation and effectiveness of this project in ensuring that the programs reach the youth most in need.
Charity, they say, begins at home, and this cases starts from the family because of neglect. So we are trying as much as possible to bring these children together from both partners so that we can sail them to the right direction.
This conference is going to end up with what we call national policy on juvenile crime prevention. We don't have it. We must have it. We are going to come out with juvenile counseling center in public schools as an outcome of this project.
This proactive approach in juvenile crime prevention aims to foster a safer, more resilient society. The conference report is designed to hold annually across states in Nigeria and the FCT. Francis from NTA News.
In a heartwarming display of solidarity, the leadership of the Broadcasting Organization of Nigeria, BORN, paid a courtesy visit to the Governor Babagana Umar Zulum of Borno State in Abuja, presenting a 5.5 million naira check to support the rebuilding of Borno State radio and television stations devastated by the recent floods in Maiduguri. Led by the chairman and DG NTA Abdulhamid Dembos, accompanied by Executive Secretary Yemisi Bambose and other key officials, the generous donation underscores BORN's commitment to upholding the broadcasting industry's standards and ethics. The gesture of support also comes at a crucial time for Borno State, which has faced significant challenges in recent years, including the ongoing insurgency and humanitarian crisis. With Governor Zulum's tireless efforts to rebuild and restore normalcy to the state, this donation serves as a testament to the power of collaboration and community spirit.
Television Authority in order to ensure recovery of all the items that were lost. But I also want to assure you that government will complement your effort in ensuring speedy growth and development of the BRTV. The NTA has been the cardinal pillar in disseminating information in the state.
On behalf of BORN, to commensurate with the government and of course the people of Borno State for the flood that happened in October The 5.5 million naira is meant to contribute towards the resuscitation of the broadcast organization in Borno State.
Now you're watching Panorama, reaching you live from Abuja, Nigeria's capital. We'll now take a short break. More stories when we return.
From the Atlantic across the savannah to the Sahara, we rise, a land of the free, we know they tire. We dream great, our spirit is undying.
Resilient, rooted like palm tree, we sway in colors, with undying demand. We make solutions, we ignite passion, yeah. Ethnicity is unique, we have more than just a nation. We are Nigeria, strength in unity, we know they carry life. Together live the dream of a land with great destiny. We are Nigeria.
I am the real Nigerian. Brought to you by the National Orientation Agency, NOA.
17 political parties and their governorship candidates in Ondo State have signed a peace accord ahead of the November 16 governorship election. The ceremony, which was the instance of the National Peace Committee led by its chairman, General Abdulsalami Abubakar, is to ensure a violence-free electoral process. Ifeoluwa Omoshule reports.
The display of unity among the governorship candidates after signing the peace accord signals their commitment to maintaining peace and sending a message of non-violence to their supporters.
We all abide by the tenets of that signed peace accord.
We have to first of all protect our state before we talk about the kind of political party we belong to. At the end of the day, one out of the candidates will win.
We educate our supporters, we inform them across the 80 local governments.
The National Peace Committee, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, and other relevant key players urged the candidates to uphold peace, emphasizing that a smooth electoral process hinges on a stable and peaceful environment even after the election results are announced.
Election is not war. So please, want Nigerians, especially on those states, citizens, to go out and vote for a candidate of their choice.
The peace accord is not an automated, self-actualizing document. Your commitment to its implementation is crucial.
Highlighting potential disruptions to the electoral process, the Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, represented by Deputy Inspector General of Police, Abiodun Alabi, warned the candidates against engaging in any activity that could incite violence, stating that anyone found guilty would face legal consequences.
The electorate, the voters, all political gladiators, the police itself. All we need to do is just to ensure that peace reigns.
The governorship candidates expressed their desire for a credible election outcome that genuinely reflects the will of the people. In Nakure, Ifeoluwa Omoshule, NTA News.
Now, the Federal Road Safety Corps in Kogi State is to deploy 600 personnel, 29 patrol vehicles, 4 ambulances, and a heavy-duty tow van to ensure free flow of traffic during and after the Yuletide. The State Commander, FRSC Samuel Sunday Oyedeji, stated this at the official flag-off of Federal Road Safety Corps Ember Months campaign in Lokoja. Correspondent Solomon Ayede reports that the theme for this year's campaign is Speak Up Against Dangerous Driving. Crashes kill more passengers than drivers.
In Kogi State, 2,219 persons were involved in road crashes, with 757 injured and 130 killed between January and October 2024. This is largely due to overspeeding-related traffic violations In an effort to stem the tide and safeguard lives and properties, the Kogi State Command Federal Road Safety Corps has flagged off its Ember Month campaign to further sensitize road users on safer motoring, particularly during the festive period.
Yes, the essence of today's program is simply just to sensitize the passenger, mostly. You know, before we have been talking to drivers, it's like the drivers are not taking it the way we wanted.
He charged commuters to obey traffic rules, speak up against all forms of dangerous driving, overloading and use of phone while driving, among other offences, as enforcement will be focused on checkmating and sanctioning of traffic offenders. The State Road Safety Board commended Kogi State government for ensuring a safer motoring environment in the state. Other stakeholders expressed readiness to support the FRSC to succeed in delivering on its mandate.
While you are traveling, please be sensitive in the sense that know the kind of driver that is driving you.
Flagging off the campaign in Lokoja, Governor Ahmed Ododo, represented by the State Commissioner for Transport, Atuluku Victor Levy, enjoined motorists and other road users to obey traffic rules and regulations, assuring of government's commitments to complementing the call to safeguard lives on Kogi roads.
Passengers should speak out. That's the emphasis. They should speak out. When you see anything untoward in respect of the conduct of drivers, you speak up.
Passengers are expected to exercise their rights and speak up where necessary to prevent road crashes and save lives. In Lokoja, Solomon Ayedehi, NTA News.
The price of petrol has continued to soar as car owners in the Federal Capital Territory and beyond are feeling the pinch. In this special report, Asabe Williams explores the coping mechanisms of residents for financial survival.
Oil pump price continue to soar. Car owners are devising innovative ways to reduce expenses. Middle-aged civil servant Shedrack Ilya shares his major cost-saving method, which he describes as carpooling.
It's been difficult and I've had to make changes that I didn't expect. Normally I drive whenever I have to come to. I live in Lugbe and whenever I have to come into town, I drive. But now, today is one example. I either hitch a ride and or just follow a neighbor that come. And now you find out that more of the neighbors are actually waiting for someone to follow. So most times I have to go through public transport. It's not convenient, and for some distance you have to walk under the sun. It's really been difficult, and I wish it was different.
Other residents shared strategies, which include combining errands to reduce trips, use of public transports, working from home, and adjusting work schedules, in addition to reducing unnecessary movements.
I use public transport to come to work. How is it? Benching me back to the fuel system, which is high, transportation is high. Everyone is feeling the same thing, so.
It's not been the easiest, to be honest, because of course prices are hiked now, and then there are less vehicles on the road because less drivers, people are not necessarily moving.
Comparing the price from 600 to 1,000 plus, honestly, you'll agree with me that we are passing through hell. And the fact remains that the passengers that we are carrying, they don't even know that there is increment of fuel. They still want to maintain the same price they have been paying earlier. Honestly, it's like we'll be looking for another thing to do this time around.
As the fuel price hike continues to impact daily life, Nigerians are ready and willing to cope with the current change with creativity, resilience, and willingness to change. And car owners are taking care of their expenses. In Abuja, Asabe Williams, NTA.
Sports update is next with Ijoma Peter Nwate as our guide.
The chairman of the National Sports Commission, Shehu Diko, has expressed his delight over Team Nigeria's outstanding performance at the just concluded African Scrabble Championship in Kigali, Rwanda, when he received the team in his office at the Moshood Abiola National Stadium, Abuja. Team Nigeria emerged victorious, winning 7 out of the 10 prizes at the tournament.
If we focus on the development, we can also sustain the trophies. You have said we have been winning this for the past 15 years. Only 1 year you lost. So it shows clearly you are doing something right.
So going into this 15th Africa Scrabble Championship was one that we were a bit confident, or let me say we were 80% confident that we will win, because we know that no other African nation does what we do in Nigeria.
Meanwhile, President of the Nigerian Football Federation, Ibrahim Gusau, has once more provided clarity on the essence of sponsored local football tournaments, saying it is to identify talents worthy of being nurtured. Gusau gave the assertion while receiving a tournament trophy in his office in Abuja, where he praised the organizers and charged them to ensure the inclusion of more local teams as a way of providing opportunities for rookies to get the much-needed exposure. The tournament, which is set to bring together NNL clubs from across the country, is scheduled for the Ahmadu Bello Stadium, Kaduna, from November 12th to 20. And now to the Nigerian Premier Football League, as 2 games will be decided Saturday, with Bender Insurance welcoming Kano Pillars at the Samuel Obemudia Stadium, Benin City, while Lobby Stars of Makurdi takes on Abia Warriors. And finally, to tennis, Chong Chinwang continued her breakthrough season with victory over Barbara Krejcikova to reach the final of the season-ending WTA finals. China's Chong reached the Australian Open final in January before clinching Olympic gold in the summer. She now has a chance to secure another prestigious title after beating Wimbledon champion Krejcikova 6-3, 7-5 in the semi-finals in Saudi Arabia. Chong, who is only the second Asian player to reach the final, will take on Coco Gauff on Saturday. With sports updates, Ijoma Pitawante, NTA News.
A sports update there ends Panorama. Thank you so much for being a part of it. My name is Justin Bemui, and I say bye for now.